Good morning. You're listening to Slices of Wenatchee. We're excited to bring you a closer look at one of our top stories and other important happenings every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Today, a New Year's arrival comes with a special title, Chelan County's very first baby of 2026. Before we continue, have you joined Neighbor yet? If not, download the app today and join local conversations about issues that matter. Neighbor is a site just for our local community focused on facts, not misinformation. Best of all, it's free for everyone. To learn more, visit WenatcheeWorld.com/NABUR. Now, let's jump in. For Rebecca and Abraham Bray of Leavenworth, the final days of 2025 turned into a whirlwind journey that ended with a moment they'll never forget. At 8:40 p.m. on December 30th, Rebecca's contractions began, the start of what would become more than 30 hours of labor. The couple had planned to welcome their baby naturally at the Wenatchee Birthing Center, a setting they had chosen for its calm, supportive environment. But as the hours stretched on, it became clear that things weren't unfolding the way they'd hoped. After spending close to 18 hours at the birthing center with no significant progress, exhaustion began to take its toll. By the evening of New Year's Eve, Rebecca still wasn't dilating, and the decision was made to transfer to Confluence Health Hospital. It wasn't what they imagined, and it was an emotional pivot, but one that ultimately brought peace. Abraham said they were running on nearly 50 hours without sleep by that point, focused solely on getting their baby safely into the world. At the hospital, their fears about the clinical setting quickly faded. Rebecca described feeling genuinely heard and supported. From the nurses to their midwife, who stayed with them through the transition, everyone made sure the couple felt cared for. And in the early morning hours of January 1st, that care paid off. At 2:45 a.m., Ezra James Bray entered the world, weighing a healthy 8 pounds, 3 ounces, and earning the unexpected distinction of being the first baby born in Chelan County in 2026. The honor came as a surprise. Once the Brays were settled into the postpartum unit, hospital staff delivered a handmade gift basket and thoughtful notes, put together by the mother-baby team. Rebecca was touched. She hadn't expected any recognition at all, but said the kindness of the staff made the moment even more meaningful. There were plenty of emotional milestones along the way, but one that stands out for Rebecca happened in the final stage of labor, the moment she was able to reach down and feel her baby's head. Overcome with emotion, she began to cry, overwhelmed by the reality that the child she'd carried for 9 months was finally here. That memory, she said, will stay with her forever. Ezra's name carries its own story. The couple chose it from the Old Testament. Ezra, the prophet, whose name means helper. As Rebecca explained, there's a beautiful symmetry to the timing. In Scripture, the prophet Ezra begins his journey on the first day of the first month, just like their son did. That connection felt serendipitous and solidified their choice. Now back home in Leavenworth, Rebecca and Abraham are settling into life as new parents. The long hours and unexpected turns have already started to fade into memory, replaced by quiet moments holding their newborn, getting to know him, and reflecting on the experience. They say Ezra's story is one they'll share with him as he grows. The long hours and unexpected turns have already started to fade into memory, replaced by quiet moments holding their newborn, getting to know him, and reflecting on the experience. Abraham said, "We can always tell him you were special from day one." For more, head over to WenatcheeWorld.com. Are you passionate about the issues shaping North Central Washington? Then you won't want to miss the Wenatchee World Forum at Pybus. This monthly event brings together newsmakers and the community to dive into the topics that matter most. It's your chance to engage, ask questions, and be part of the conversation shaping our region's future. Have questions or need more info? Visit WenatcheeWorld.com/forum. Now, a few other stories you should know about. A candlelight vigil at Memorial Park brought together about 50 community members honoring 2 people recently killed during immigration enforcement incidents. Organized by the North Central Washington Activist Coalition Team Support, the gathering was part of an ongoing response to what activists describe as increasingly militarized federal tactics. Organizers said that these actions create a climate of fear in immigrant communities with plans for more demonstrations in the coming months. Urban Culture Studio, a collective beauty space in Wenatchee, is celebrating its first anniversary and looking to the future. Co-owners Jessica Villanueva and Guadalupe Vega have built a vibrant 6,000 square foot studio housing 14 independent businesses. Rooted in family and culture, the studio also emphasizes education and mentorship, with future plans to launch a training school. Their work blends community, creativity, and identity all under one roof. Rivercom 911's Michaela Overbay was recently recognized in the Wenatchee Valley Business World's 30 Under 35 for her leadership and service. A Wenatchee native and administrative services manager at Rivercom, Overbay has played a key role in streamlining operations and supporting emergency communications staff. She credits her success to hard work, trust in her team, and the support of loved ones, and says her biggest leadership lesson has been learning when to step back so others can thrive. And finally, the Chelan Douglas Land Trust is launching a major campaign to protect the Lookout Natural Area. 134 acres of land above Ome Gardens that links Wenatchee's urban edge to vast public lands on Birch Mountain. With nearly half the private funding already secured, the project aims to create a new trailhead and multi-use trail system while preserving critical habitat and scenic views. It's a new gem in the region's growing necklace of protected open spaces, and community support will be key to bringing it to life. Thanks for listening. For more information on all the stories you heard today, visit us at WenatcheeWorld.com. The Wenatchee World has been engaging, informing, and inspiring North Central Washington communities since 1905. We encourage you to subscribe today to keep your heart and mind connected to what matters most in North Central Washington. Thanks for starting your morning with us, and don't forget to subscribe to Slices of Wenatchee wherever you listen to podcasts.